Alright guys, more questions and answering time. This video we're going to discuss sequencing, optimal time to drop Fantasma against the Nightmare combos, and we're going to I'm also going to show dropping Burl Savage mid combo. Oh, and also as we go we'll talk about resource management. This is a typical opening play. Corbane connector with 3 light stage, 2 terraforming rota, 3 copies of connector. You should find a way to open that hand and get to that. Lots of people are playing triple Destrudo. I think moving forward I'll be probably playing triple Destrudo because opening Burl Savage is so strong on top of all the other interruptions that you combo off with. So once again, the tokens represent inconsequential cards. You know, they could be anything. Maybe, hopefully, one of them is a Called by the Grave to help push your plays through. So we'll start off Special Carbane, normal connector. Connector brings out Dolphin. Pitch, take a look at their hand. We have Corbane, that gives us a chance to not only drop their Ashes, Veilers, or whatever, but also if they have any of the what are those stupid little fire monsters, fire cybers monsters called? Pitch any of those, sell them in great guys. If they got a guru in hand or whatever, just get rid of all that, get it all out of here. Next, we'll pay half our life, bring back Destrudo. Let me put it here, try to keep it all in the camera. So, and we'll target Dolphin, so now he's a level 4. And then next we'll start our combo. Nightmare. Now I've seen a lot of people drop Fantasma here because they can't, they just get so excited, you know, digging. But if you know what's in your deck, or if they got a peek at your hand, then they're prepared to play around it if they're going to go through it. So don't drop it there, okay? So there, and they know it's coming, so you'll have to play around it. So on Nightmare, someone will pitch Mermaid and brings out Orcust Nightmare. Next, Synchro, Destroyer goes to the bottom, to the grave. Burl Savage, and he'll equip Cerberus, which is unfortunate because he only has 2 negates, but you know, that's the most you're going to get out of this combo. And so if they don't have any interruption, that's 1 interrupt on their turn, 1 interrupt on our turn. Plus now, if they waited to drop the Fantasma, now they can't. So this is how you play around Fantasma if they're going to get greedy. You may even decide just to hold it, because as I'll show you, dropping Fantasma is just like, it's almost like a wasted card. So we'll progress on. Link these 2 off the Galatea. Next, we'll banish Nightmare to dump Horror, banish Horror to summon Skeleton. Link away. For now, we got Bardiche. Now here, a lot of times people will start to do Bardiche type things. I don't. There's no reason to right now. So what I like to do is I'll banish my Galatea. It's protected. Make sure we're still on the camera. Burl Savage is protecting it. I don't want to burn on Bardiche. So, you know, there's a time where you can either get Veilered or Ogred, or what have you. So this is all important. before you use the Bardiche, use your Galatea to bait anything. And so what I like to do is I like to throw back my Nightmare first, and then that allows me to activate Babel from my deck. Hopefully that's still in camera. Put that there to make sure it's still within the frame. Babel from my deck. Next, we'll overlay and attach a skeleton. Alright. Now, in terms of sequencing, if they waited to try to ogre the Bardiche, then you would, if they were to over the Bardiche, now you can detach to protect it. Next, you can start doing Bardiche. You can start doing Bardiche things. That's my little rat dog barking in the background. So we'll send Cloak, set a Fog Blade, banish Cloak, get Boots, special Boots, link away for Galatea number 2. Remember, always try to point her to your opponent's extra monster zone because she can't die by battle if she's linked. Banish Boots. Get our other Fog Blade to hand. Go ahead and set it. So now what we got in hand, we got the 1 card, plus we have Bardiche, Savage, Galatea, 2 interruptions, Babel, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, it's a +2. We use quite a bit of resources, but I mean, this is a really strong board. Really strong board. We have Dingrisu that can come back. And so, again, with talking with the person who asked about managing resources, with the Galatea, wait until you use Dingrisu on your opponent's turn. Leave your heart banished. Okay. So leave your heart banished, and through your opponent's turn, don't throw it back immediately, because Harper's going to be able to reset your engine by getting the skeleton from your deck. Also, if your opponent didn't end on a Boral Savage, after they made the Longirsu play to attach, then went for the second Galatea, this is when you drop your Fantasme. Otherwise, they could chain block you with Bardiche, chain link 1, chain link 2, and it's just, you don't want to fall there. Right, you do it here. Oops, wrong card. you drop it here. Cycle through your deck, 3 cards, throw 2 back. Dig deeper. Your Fantasme lives to the next turn. You can feel kind of cheeky and think that, well, I'll just drop it here, and now they're forced to not equip with Dingirsu. Problem is when they overlay Dingirsu, if you pitch to try to destroy Bardiche or what have you, if they don't construct their chains or whatever they do, Dingirsu can just protect Bardiche anyway. So it's something to consider. It's how I play my Fantasme. I wait until the end of the combo and then drop it, and then I can combo off on the next turn. Because the worst case scenario, he can be used to start your own nightmare combos. Next, as I was saying, we'll go back here. We'll reset Boral Savage here. And the person, this is important, the placing of the Boral Savage under the Nightmare Mermaid earlier, because as you free up your zones for Rusty Bardiche, and so when Gisu comes back by banishing skeleton, you get your interaction here. If you attach, I prefer to attach Har in this case, and then Galatea will throw back the skeleton to set Crescendo for the next turn, because at this point you've broken their board. Whatever they got going, you've interrupted their opening play. You still have your Fog Blades. You probably pop something with Bardiche. They can't run her over if they link, so you should be good. Even if somehow they get rid of your Crescendo, you still get to start your engine over, because you just banish it during the end phase if you didn't get to use it. And let's say they Twin Twister it or what have you, or on your next turn, they do something to prevent you from hitting your Crescendo, like you use Galatea's effect and then they kaiju over your Galatea or what have you. Just banish your Crescendo and then search out your skeleton to restart your engine. Because the main problem people have is restarting their engine. They just sit on the skeleton and you only get one, but with once Harp goes back to the grave, you get your skeleton back out, you can banish to get your Nightmare back out, then banish Nightmare to dump skeleton or what have you, and just keep that circle. And then remember, this is a reinforcement of the army, so at any time you need to reset your engine, that's what these two cards are for, to help you restart your engine. That's how I manage my resources, and that's how, when you see two really good players, the game goes back and forth. Like game one lasts 40 minutes, and then you're just trying to do whatever you can to get that edge in a little bit of time you have left in the round. Well, that's all I have, guys. Keep the questions coming. If you have any other questions or comments, please leave them down below. Please remember to subscribe and like the video. WK Dad, and I'm out.